Life isn't about how smart you are, how rich your family is, or how much luck you have. Life is about your choices, your consistency, and your habits. When I started Alibaba, I had nothing. No money, no connections, and no technology background. But what I had was belief, discipline, and the daily habits that shaped my future. Today, I want to share with you what I call Jack Ma's ultimate success formula. 3 simple daily habits that can completely change your life forever. Don't think these are small. Small actions, repeated every day, become massive results in the future. Daily habit number 1. Wake up early with purpose. When you wake up early with purpose, you give yourself an advantage that most people never realize. Many young people love to sleep late, and they tell themselves that success is about working hard for long hours during the day or the night. But in truth, the quality of your morning sets the tone for everything that follows. In the early hours, the world is quiet. There are no distractions, no phone calls, no noise. Your mind is fresh and your body is rested. This is the best time to think clearly. If you wake up just 1 hour earlier every single day, by the end of the year, you will have gained over 360 hours. That's like adding 15 more days to your life. Now, ask yourself, what could you do with 15 extra days if you used them with purpose? You could read books, start a business plan, practice a skill, or even work on your health. This is why waking up early is not just about time, it's about creating opportunity. When you open your eyes early, don't waste that time on meaningless things like scrolling through your phone. Instead, ask yourself 3 questions. What do I want to achieve today? What can I learn today? And how can I improve myself today? These questions align your mind with your goals and force you to focus. Most people wake up and immediately rush into life without thinking. They let the day control them instead of them controlling the day. But if you spend just a short time every morning to reflect, you control your direction. This habit builds discipline, and discipline is more powerful than motivation. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline stays. Think about the most successful people in the world, whether they're entrepreneurs, leaders, or athletes. Almost all of them have a morning routine. They wake up early not because they enjoy less sleep, but because they understand the value of starting the day before the world wakes up. That 1 or 2 hours of peace gives them clarity and focus, and this clarity gives them the strength to make better decisions. Life is full of choices. If your mind is always tired or distracted, you make poor choices. But if you start the day with energy and purpose, you make smart decisions that lead you forward. Waking up early also teaches you something very important: sacrifice. It's not easy to get out of bed when it's comfortable. But every time you do it, you train your mind to choose discipline over comfort. Success is built on thousands of small sacrifices like this. You cannot expect to achieve extraordinary things if you're not willing to give up ordinary habits. Waking up early is a symbol of your willingness to do what others will not. When others are sleeping, you are preparing. When others are dreaming, you are building. But waking up early alone isn't enough. You must wake up with purpose. Purpose means you know why you are waking up. If your purpose is to improve your knowledge, you read. If your purpose is to grow your business, you plan. If your purpose is to take care of your health, you exercise. Purpose gives direction to your time, and direction creates progress. Without purpose, time is just wasted hours. With purpose, even 1 hour can change your life. The habit of waking up early with purpose also builds confidence. When you consistently achieve something in the morning, you start the day with a win. That small victory makes you believe that you can achieve bigger victories. This positive momentum pushes you through the rest of the day. You walk into your work, your studies, or your business already feeling successful. And this energy influences how people see you and how you perform. It becomes a cycle where one small habit creates confidence, confidence creates action, and action creates results. Daily habit number 2. Learn something new every day. Learning something new every day isn't just a habit. It's a necessity if you want to grow and succeed in life. The world is changing faster than ever before, and knowledge that was valuable yesterday may become useless tomorrow. If you stop learning, you stop growing. And when you stop growing, you slowly begin to fall behind. True success comes from continuous learning, from the hunger to improve yourself day by day, and from the ability to adapt to new situations. When I was young, I failed many times. I was rejected by schools, by companies, and even by KFC. Out of 24 people, 23 were hired. I was the only one rejected. But instead of feeling sorry for myself, I learned from those experiences. I realized that rejection is a kind of education. It teaches you about resilience, patience, and self-improvement. This is why learning is not just about reading books. It's about observing life, reflecting on your mistakes, and collecting wisdom from every situation. If you face a failure, don't only ask, "Why me?" Instead, ask, "What can I learn from this?" Every setback becomes valuable when you extract lessons from it. Books, mentors, conversations, even competitors, all of these are teachers. Every day you should feed your mind the way you feed your body. If you go one day without eating, you feel weak. If you go one day without learning, your mind becomes weaker. And the truth is, learning doesn't always require money or a classroom. In fact, the most powerful learning comes from curiosity. Ask questions, seek knowledge, and never assume you already know enough. The most dangerous thing in life is not ignorance. It's the illusion that you already know everything. The world respects learners because they grow while others remain the same. If you improve just 1% every day, by the end of the year, you are 37 times better than you were at the beginning. This is the power of compound growth in learning. Small daily improvements create huge differences over time. Learning daily is the secret to building a foundation for long-term success. It also keeps you humble. When you expose yourself to new ideas, new people, and new experiences, you realize how much there is that you don't know. This humility makes you open-minded, and open-minded people are the ones who adapt when the world changes. Closed-minded people who think they already know everything will be the first to fail when the environment shifts. In business, technology, and even relationships, the ability to learn fast is the most powerful skill you can have. Learning also builds confidence because knowledge reduces fear. Many people hesitate to take action because they're afraid of the unknown. But when you study, research, and prepare, the unknown becomes familiar. Knowledge gives you the courage to step forward when others step back. It turns doubt into clarity and clarity into action. Without continuous learning, even the most talented people can lose their way. But with continuous learning, even ordinary people can achieve extraordinary results. To make learning a habit, you must set aside time every day, just like eating or exercising. Even 30 minutes of reading, listening, or reflecting can transform your mindset. It doesn't matter if you are tired or busy. Those who succeed always make time to learn because they know that knowledge is the fuel for their journey. Just as you cannot drive a car without fuel, you cannot move forward in life without learning. And if you keep this habit alive, you will find yourself growing faster than you ever imagined. Daily habit number 3. Take action every day. Taking action is the bridge between dreams and reality. Yet, most people never cross this bridge. Everyone has ideas. Everyone has dreams. But very few people turn them into action. The truth is that ideas are cheap. Execution is priceless. You can sit in your room all day and think about becoming successful, but unless you get up and do something, nothing will change. Action is what separates the talkers from the doers. In the end, the world only remembers the doers. When we started Alibaba, people were full of doubts. They asked, "Jack, how can you build an internet company when you don't even know much about technology?" I said, "I don't need to know everything. I need to act." If I had waited until I knew everything, I would still be waiting today. This is where many people fail. They wait for the perfect time, the perfect plan, or the perfect conditions. But there is no perfect time. If you wait until everything is perfect, you will never begin. Action creates momentum, and momentum creates results. Every small action you take daily builds a foundation for your future. Maybe today you read one page of a book. Maybe you call one customer. Maybe you practice one new skill. At the moment, it feels small and insignificant. But success is nothing more than small actions repeated every day. Think about water dripping on a stone. One drop means nothing, but millions of drops over time can cut through rock. Your actions may feel small today, but over years, they create breakthroughs that nobody thought possible. Taking action also teaches you faster than any book or classroom. You can spend months studying how to start a business, but you will learn more in 1 week of actually running it than in all those months of theory. Action brings real problems, and real problems bring real solutions. That is how you grow. People who are afraid to act often fear failure, but failure is not the enemy. Failure is simply feedback. Each time you fail, you discover what doesn't work, and that brings you closer to what will work. If you never act, you never fail, but you also never succeed. Another important part of action is consistency. It's not about doing something once in a while with great effort. It's about doing something every day, even if it's small. Consistency beats intensity. One person may run 10 kilometers once a month. Another may walk 1 kilometer every day. After a year, the second person is far ahead. Success is not about bursts of energy, it's about steady progress. Action is like planting seeds. You cannot plant today and expect fruit tomorrow. But if you water the seeds daily, one day the tree will grow. Action also builds confidence. Many people lack confidence not because they are weak, but because they never act. When you act, you prove to yourself that you can move forward. Each step gives you courage for the next step. Confidence is not built by thinking, it's built by doing. Even small wins create a sense of achievement, and this achievement fuels your belief in yourself. Over time, this belief becomes unshakable. You must remember that action is not always about success. It's about movement. Even if the result isn't what you wanted, you're still further ahead than those who never started. The habit of taking action trains your mind to focus on solutions instead of excuses. Excuses will always keep you where you are. Action will always take you somewhere new. And as you act every day, opportunities will appear that you could never see while standing still. Now, do you want me to explain how resilience and discipline are the true foundations of a successful life, or would you like me to tell you more about the power of failure?